Welcome back to the show. I'm the Beer Adventurer.
And I'm Dunbar.
And this episode is Alai IPA. Make sure you spell it and say it right. It's not Jai Alai, Alai. It's actually named after a sport down in South Florida. Look it up, man. The sport is insane. This is Cigar City, which is Tampa. And when I lived in Florida, this was kind of like a common Central Florida beer. We all knew about it. We all drank it. And then over the course of like the last 10 years, these guys have gotten super famous for this beer. And I figured now was time to kick this one off in one of our episodes. It's 65 IBUs and 7.5% alcohol. It's pretty beast. You can already smell it. Just cracking it open. Let's see, I get that right there. Now, I've had one before. It's been a while. I think you've had one before, correct?
Yep.
Probably been a little bit.
It's been several years.
Okay. Pours a nice, tight head. A little off-white, a little more almost khaki.
Oh, yeah.
The smell is what you think about in a properly made IPA, to me.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely has a good hop smell, but it's not like assaulting.
Yeah.
So.
It's a little piney. It's very citrusy, though.
Yes.
It's a little malt sweet, but you can't just having a super dry IPA. It's starting to come commonplace now, especially with the champagne IPAs.
Yeah, and that Brewed IPA too.
Yeah. Brewed.
I want to say maybe I've had one. I haven't reviewed one yet.
I've had two different ones and they're good. I've made one, except I made it way different. I made it with midnight wheat to add blackness to it. So it's going to be very different. Very different.
Okay, this says it had 6 different hop varieties in it. Which I guess I can see that because the hop content is very complex because you do get some of the piney ones, you do get some of the citrusy ones. Also, it's not like real one-ended pine. It's a very rounded rounded hop flavor. It's, it doesn't drop off and it doesn't start sharp. I think they kind of built a hop bill that would create a nice bell curve. Which, I mean, some of the first IPAs that I drank on a regular basis was this one and Torpedo from Sierra Nevada. I mean, it was when I was living in Florida. They were both readily accessible. They were both just easy drinking for an IPA. And if I can, I do really enjoy drinking a local beer, not because I get it fresh or anything. It's because I think, I'm buying a beer that's paying somebody's paycheck that county over, and if I drink more of those beers and my friends drink more of those beers, well, that place stays open, and it's another cool place in town. So, buy some local stuff.
Economics.
Yes. And the smell of this stuff is super. Looking over at the studio audience, and neither person is a big hophead, so they're all doing the... But that's fine. They make different beers for different people. This is definitely a very good IPA. It's a very good beer, no less.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we get down to it. What do you think? Do you dig it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Would you have another?
Yes.
How many would you put in a 6?
4.
I'd get a whole 6-pack of this.
Well, I'd buy a 6-pack, but if I were going to pick 6, I put 4 in and a couple other difference.
Yeah. This is a 6-pack worthy beer, but definitely if you haven't ever had this and you get the chance to buy a single, you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't try it. Even if you're not a huge IPA fan, I would say this is a little more accessible of an IPA than some of the other ones. But then again, a lot of the IPAs lately, you know, they pop up on the radar for a little while and then they just drop away. They've been making this one for a long time. Before IPAs were the rage, this was one of their top beers. So, what do you give it? 1 to 10?
9.
9. I'm right there with you on that as a 9. And I know it's hard for me to give 9s and 10s, but it's just so drinkable for an IPA. And it does not drink like a 7+.
No, it doesn't.
And it's a 7.5. So, I do imagine if I did drink 5 or 6 of them, I'd probably feel that joker. So, well, there you go, folks. Until your next beer adventure. Cheers.
Cheers.